What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to be talking about Creed's Himalaya. So this is a Creed that is, some people say it's slept on, some people say it's not worth the money. I got it just because it seemed interesting to me. I did have the clone, and it was the clone from Alexandria Fragrances, and I can tell you that from what I remember, the Himalayan Mountains clone I smell like, this smells nothing like it. The clone smells nothing like it. I would say the clone is maybe about 60% to what this actually is. It's like smelling a completely different fragrance. So I wish I had the clone to compare the two side by side, but I do not. But just from what I remember about the clone, nowhere near the real deal. And I would also say this is way better than what the clone was or provided. I believe this is like, it has like a gunpowder accord or something like that. If that's the case, you don't really get too much of it. But let's go ahead and check out that atomizer. Really good. It's definitely the best way to say this would be the least classiest Creed I do own so far. Kind of, because it's still classy, but it's probably the most rugged. This is more like maybe like a all black. You could pull this off, and if let's say you're gonna wear a suit and tie, this is like an all black type of fragrance. Just because you wouldn't expect someone, let's say, with the white shirt, white button down with the blue slacks wearing this fragrance. You would expect someone a little bit darker, more mysterious, maybe looks more like a manly type of fragrance. So let's say an example would be like Jason Momoa. Think about that dude in like a suit. That's the vibe this fragrance gives. It's not like, let's say, Aventus. Aventus is probably like a, if we're gonna go off actors, Aventus, I would say, is kind of like a, now I have to think about an actor. I would say like a Chris Evans in a suit would portray Aventus, I guess. I don't know. I could probably see that, I guess. If that's a dude I would see, and I could probably assume if he might be wearing Aventus, and he might be. Anyways, so yeah, Himalaya. I wore this one today. This was my first wearing, first full wearing. I would say people had a lot of issues with longevity, which is a Creed, so we already know people are going to complain about the longevity on this fragrance. However, let me think, how many hours was that? I would say it was about 8 hours. 8 hours of the fragrance on skin. 2 to 3 hours of pretty good projection, or decent projection. But has stayed on clothes all day. So even until right now that I just finished taking a shower and just changed, my clothes still smelled like Himalaya. And it's definitely been more than, let me think, I'd say about 13, 14 hours it's already been. I'm usually up pretty early, so I would say, yeah, 13, maybe 14 hours, and it's still going pretty well on the shirt. If you smell the shirt, it smells straight like Himalaya. Didn't overspray. I would say, let's see how many sprays, probably 5 to 6 sprays this morning. Like I said, it could just be me with the Creed fragrances. I think it lasted fine. That's exactly what I need from a fragrance. And keep in mind, I'm in Buffalo, so I don't know if this helps, that there's really no AC anywhere, so it's constantly hot, so that can help the fragrance pump off my skin for longer. But just off the scent, thinking about what Himalayan mountains smell like from Alexandria to then smelling Himalaya, not close at all. So it kind of caught me off guard. I do like the scent. Is it towards the top of my list for Creeds? No, but it's like a good, what's it called? It's like in a different genre than Aventus. I might even throw Royal Oud in there. Aventus Cologne. I don't have Bois de Portugal, but I would say it's kind of like, I'm assuming it's kind of like Fougere-ish. Let's say it's kind of like the different parts of Creed. So Original Santal is pretty different. Whereas let's say Millesime Imperial, Silver Mountain Water, those are kind of like in the same group, or that's just how I think of it. People have said this smells like Silver Mountain Water. Let me see the opening again, because if anywhere, my guess is the opening, which it's like barely. And like barely, I mean, I would just say it's a stretch. If you're gonna compare this one to Silver Mountain Water, to me it smells like Silver Mountain Water actually. I would say about 5%. But yeah, don't be afraid of it smelling too similar to Silver Mountain Water. I think this is definitely a fragrance that's its own thing. It doesn't smell like anything so far that I have from Creed. But yeah, it's a fragrance I enjoy. I'm glad to have in the collection. I'm still not ready for that top Creeds video, but I will have that probably soon, very soon actually, maybe next week. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Himalaya, definitely worth it. I think I spent about $130 on this. It's a tester. Actually, was it maybe like $160, something like that. It wasn't too high. Tester, 3.3 ounce bottle, brand new. So I think it's a win. I think it's a good price for the money, or it's worth the money. Don't regret it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys think of Himalaya if you guys have tried it yourselves. Have a good one.